Okay, let's keep on going. We got a lot of stuff to cover. All right, so now we're going to look at adding files or folders to your Google Drive. So we're going to do a little organization. So to add a file or folder, you're going to click on the plus new, and then you're going to have a new window pop open, and then you're going to be able to choose whether you want to create a new folder. You can also choose to upload a file or an entire folder. And you can also choose to start a new Google Doc, sheet, slide, and of course there is more hidden behind that. So now let's go take a look over at our Google Drive and create a folder and put some stuff in it. So here we are back in our Google Drive, and I'm going to click on the new, and I'm going to click on a folder, and I'm going to wait because it didn't. There we go. And the first thing, of course, obviously it tells you to give it a title. So I'll call this and I'll click create. And then, ta-da, here it is right here. And it's in alphabetical order. So if I have a lot of extraneous stuff, which you can see down here at the bottom, I have all this stuff that doesn't belong anywhere, that needs to go somewhere. So you can move things a couple ways. So for example, you could take this file and you can drag it up to where you want it to go and drop it, and it will automatically go into that folder. You can also right click and choose to move that item into a folder. So then you have to scroll down the list, click on it, and click move. So you can create folders and then organize all your files. You can also have folders within folders. For example, if I click on this folder, you can see that there are a lot of other things inside of that folder. Also, if you notice here at the top that there are things in here that are shared. And if I click on this, I could share it with other people. Or if you notice that these are actually shared folders because it has a little person. That's what the little person means. And in the files, if you see the little two shadows, that means that that file has also been shared. So to edit an item in Google Drive is exactly the same way that we did to move it. So you can right click and then you have the option to preview it, which allows you just to print or download. You can also open with, so it uses other apps to open, other Google apps. You can share with others, that's the little plus share. You can get just a link. So when you choose to get just the link, that's going to allow you to share it with a larger number of people, and you can choose how they can interact with it. So can they just view it? Can they edit? And that kind of things. You can also add it to a workspace. You can move it. You can add to starred, so that allows quick access. You can make it available offline. So if you wanted to work on it and you knew you weren't going to have internet, you could actually choose that option. There's also view details. So that tells you the last time you modified it, opened, edited, activity on it, and the file size. You can make a copy. So if you need to make a copy so that you can keep the original, but you want to keep the template, You can choose to make a copy. It automatically makes a copy, and it calls it copy of whatever the name of the document was, which of course you can always change. You can download to your computer, so you can open outside of Google, and then you can remove it or trash it. You can also edit your folders. So for example, I named that one folder testing. So if I didn't want to keep that name, I can right click on the folder, and then you can rename it. You can change the color of it so that you have your folders are color coded. So if you have classes, you could have one color for marketing and make that purple, and then you could have another color, orange, for business, and that way when you looked at your drive you automatically could see what your folders are and easily find them. And if you're like me, colors are something that I use a lot. It also excuse me, allows you to search within the download, which opens a folder so that you can search for a specific file. Now you can also search at the top of your drive for anything in your drive, in your shared drive, and anything else. So let's go take a look at that. So I'm going to go back to my drive now, and I'm going to type in here, so when I type in MUS 121, I get a form, a sheet, some docs, a PDF, some slides, and 2 folders. So anything that had that in it has showed up. So, which makes it really nice if you're searching for something and you know you have a lot of them, or you're in a hurry, you can search throughout. So now if I type in here, if I type in LMS best practices, notice I get a lot of stuff. And some of these things are actually outside of my drive, but in a shared drive. So it's going to locate for you anything that you have access to. And you can even sometimes find things that don't belong to you that are shared like with everybody. So when you get to your drive, you have lots of options. You also can click on, you have search options up here at the top. So for example, I could search by person, which is this top row. These are the people that I have contacted frequently. I could search all my presentations, all my documents, spreadsheets, all my folders, videos, PDFs, all of those things. You also have an advanced search. So if you want to search anytime, anywhere, everywhere, in the trash, all of that, and you can even type in words shared with, and then you can search. So you have all kinds of options inside of Drive to find anything you've created or anything that you have access to. All right, so enough of me talking. So this time, I'm going to ask you to go to your drive, create a folder, put some things in the folder, change the color, and if you have folders, you can do that with a folder you already have. And the reason I clicked reload was because I added something to the slide and I wanted to make sure it showed up. Ah, there it is. So now you can see the timer on your screen, and you will be able to have a countdown. So create a folder, change the color, find a file in your drive that needs a new home, right click, choose move, add it to the folder, or you can drag and drop. 3 minutes. Ready, set, go.